all know
Yeah.
magic is an art form. I didn't go to Hogwarts, right? And my story isn't there.
No!
I know.
No,
Sorry to,
la, la, la,
I
la, la,
know.
I'm not hearing this. No.
Sorry to burst everybody's bubble. I went and saw David Haynes, who's a local magician
heard
from
of him.
Poughkeepsie, and he went out and did cruise ships and toured the country and did a lot of stuff. And I went and saw him at the Dutchess County Fair, and I looked at my dad and I was like, Dad, I want to do that.
Mm.
And he was like, okay. And like I had already been doing
Okay.
like smaller shows, but like, David was doing the big illusions. Him and Kathy were up there and, they were doing all the big box tricks. And my dad was a builder. So I was like, oh, maybe, and he's like, all right, let's figure it out. So then we went home and we looked at plans and tried to build our own stuff, which was a lot of fun and good bonding time. And at 15, I got hired by the East Fishkill Rec to do the camp show there.
Oh, that's fun.
And that was my first paycheck from 15 on. And I traveled the country performing magic ever since. It's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's neat. I love what you were saying there with your dad, how the fact that he had this building background and you're kind of able to intertwine that all together.
It's
to be
very
able to
funny
create it all.
because magic, when you build magic, it has to be deceptive and like tiny and like, it's not really about structure. It's more about convincing people what they're seeing isn't what they're, you got to hide certain things, right? We all know magic is an art form. I didn't go to Hogwarts, right? And my story isn't there.
No!
I know. Sorry
No, la, la, la,
I
la,
know.
I'm not hearing this. No.
Sorry to burst everybody's bubble, but it's an art form. So, his building structural and then trying to build magic tricks was always a lot of fun because it was just like, they'd be super heavy and like really well built, but they'd be like massive chunks of magic. But that's how you get started because the concept is the reason why people don't know the good magic is because it's expensive. So if you have a builder build it and you get the rights to perform it, it's thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking 10, 20, 40, 60, $80,000 for one trick that takes 30 seconds. So to be an illusionist as a teenager, it's really tough.
Yeah.
So like we built a lot of props and we bought used stuff and got hand-me-down stuff and things like that and tried to fix things up. But that's the only way to do it. So for a kid, that's what you got to do. So I had to go through a phase of like the built by dad stuff